We are welcoming Anvai to Sankirtan. This is the best way to have a party. Transcendental, pure, very auspicious. So, we just spent a good 25 minutes chanting Sri Krishna's holy name. Krishna has hundreds and thousands of holy names. And if we take shelter of Krishna's holy names, we become purified, we become sanctified. The great Acharya, Shukra Acharya, he was asked by Vamandev what was the fault in his disciple Bali in his performance of the horse sacrifices. And when Vamanadev questioned Shukracharya, Shukracharya said that when there is a religious sacrifice, homa, religious ritual, there is bound to be mistakes. You can make so many mistakes in the procedures, time, place, even the chanting of hymns. There can be so many mistakes, but Shukracharya said, when the holy name of God is chanted, Hari, everybody say, Hari. Hari. When that holy name of Hari is chanted, everything becomes faultless. All the mistakes are nullified simply by taking the holy name of Hari. Again, everybody? Hari. So, this morning, Krishna gave me inspiration because we learned from Bhagavad Gita, Ishvara Sarvabhutanam Hriddeshe. Krishna says, I am in everyone's heart. And elsewhere in Gita, Krishna says, Matak Smritir Jnanam Apohanangcha. And since I am in everyone's heart, I am the one giving you understanding. I am the one causing you to forget. And I am also the one causing you to remember. Because Atma, soul, is here, and right next door, Param Atma, Krishna, God. So Krishna in my heart, yes, the baby confirms, thank you. Krishna in my heart told me that it is very auspicious to say something about Krishna Leela. So I have been studying Krishna Leela for the past several months. Usually, once every 2 years, I go through the whole Krishna Leela in Bhagavatam. 90 chapters. Because it is that Krishna Leela that convinced me to become Krishna's devotee. Reading Krishna's Leela convinced me to follow this path of Hare Krishna. It is Krishna's Leela that put me in touch with my devoted wife. I must be very appreciative of the service she continuously does for me. So, there is a very nice episode after Krishna killed Kamsa. Krishna killed Kamsa at the age of 11. And so, after Kamsa's death, Kamsa had 2 wives, Asti and Prapti. They were the daughters of Jarasandha. So, since Kamsa had no sons, the culture was that the wives had no other recourse. Since they had no sons, they went back to their father for shelter. And this made Jarasandha very angry because nobody wants their daughter coming back. Mm-hmm. The idea is to get rid of the daughter. That's the, am I right?
Not get rid of it.
You know what I mean.
Make sure she is taken care of.
Yes.
It's a better way to work.
But to bring her back again afterwards is not very good. So Jarasandha became very angry at Krishna and Krishna's family, Yadu Vangsha. Krishna's family was Yadu Vangsha. Yadu Vangsha was actually all the Devatas had taken birth in Yadu Vangsha. So all that Yadu Vangsha were partial expansions of the Devatas. That was Krishna's family. If you took into, because Krishna had 16,108 wives, each wife had 10 sons and 1 daughter, and each of those sons had 10 sons. So Krishna's Yadu Vangsha was 1 billion, more or less. That's huge dynasty. So Jarasandha, he decided, I am going to become the enemy of Krishna and Yadu Vangsha. And I am going to specifically kill Krishna because he killed my son-in-law, Kamsa. So Jarasandha, he attacked Krishna in Mathura. At this time, after killing Kamsa, Krishna remained in Mathura. Because Mathura, that's where Kamsa's capital was. So Krishna was reunited at that time with his father and mother, Vasudeva and Devaki. And because the first 11 years, Krishna was not with Vasudeva and Devaki. He was with Nanda and Yashoda in Gokula Vrindavan. So after killing Kamsa, he said, now I will spend time with my parents who had to abandon me right after my birth. So Mathura was very fortunate to have Krishna. But Jarasandha attacked Mathura. So Krishna and his brother, Balaram. You know these things. That's good. So Krishna and his brother, they defeated Jarasandha's entire army, but they didn't kill Jarasandha because Krishna had a plan. Because the whole purpose of Krishna descending as avatar, Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam. Krishna's original purpose was to destroy all the demons. So Krishna considered that if I don't kill Jarasandha, he will gather another army of demons and I'll kill them. So Krishna was being very economical. So Jarasandha got another army, attacked Mathura. Krishna and Balaram defeated the army and let Jarasandha live. 17 times Jarasandha attacked Mathura. Krishna wiped out the army and let Jarasandha regroup. On the 18th attack, Jarasandha was also helped by another demon king, Kalayavana. So now Mathura was being attacked on 2 sides at the same time. So Krishna first dealt with Kalayavana. And Kalayavana was chasing Krishna, but he could not capture him. And Krishna was on foot, no weapons. And so Kalayavana followed Krishna, but no matter how much, he couldn't catch him. So Krishna led Kalayavana into a cave and then hid. When Kalayavana entered the cave, he saw a sleeping man. So Kalayavana thought, oh, this is Krishna sleeping. So Kalayavana kicked him. The man was not Krishna. He was Muchukunda. And Muchukunda had been given a benediction by Kartikeya. Kartikeya is Lord Shiva's son. He is the commander of the Devatas when they go to battle. And that benediction given to this earthly king Muchukunda. Muchukunda had prayed after the battle. Kartikeya said, you have fought for us against the demons. We want to give you any benediction you want. Muchukunda said, I just want to sleep. I just want to sleep. And I don't want to be disturbed. And if anybody wakes me up, I want the ability to burn them with my glance. Kartikeya said, Tatastu. So when Kalayavana kicked Muchukunda, thinking it was Krishna, Kalayavana looked at him and just by his glance burned Kalayavana to ashes. Then Krishna came out and Muchukunda could recognize, oh, this must be my Lord, because Muchukunda fought earlier and his Lord was Ramchandra. So Muchukunda first explained his lineage, who he was. He told his story. And then he asked Krishna, who are you? And Krishna said, yes, I know all about you. You worshipped me when I was here previously as Lord Ram. So now, Muchukunda, I bless you. You will be liberated after one more lifetime. You will take your next birth as a pure Brahmana. You will worship me. And after that, moksha. You will go to Vaikuntha, the spiritual world. Then Krishna came out and then decided him and Balaram would fight Jarasandha for the 18th time. So Krishna and Balaram, they went high on top of a mountain. And that's why it appeared that Krishna ran away from Jarasandha. Therefore, Krishna has a name, Ranchorji. Everybody say that name.
Ranchorji.
Yes. Meaning one who fled the battle. But this was Krishna's trick. The reason he didn't want to fight Jarasandha was not because he was afraid, because how many times he defeated him already? 17. You would think Jarasandha would have learned his lesson, but he's stupid. He thinks now the 18th time I'll get him. So Krishna and Balaram, they didn't fight Jarasandha. They went high up atop a mountain. And Jarasandha lit fires all around the mountain peak. And he thought, oh, I've got them now. But Krishna and Balaram did not burn in the fire. They jumped off the mountain 88 miles. They jumped from the peak of the mountain 88 miles and escaped. But Jarasandha thought, I have killed them. Now the question is, why didn't Krishna confront him? The reason was Krishna got a text message. And that text message was Krishna knew Rukmini is going to seek me. And Krishna also wanted Rukmini, love. Krishna knew Rukmini is going to contact me. I don't want to deal with Jarasandha now. I want to get Rukmini. So after Krishna and Balaram jumped off the mountain, Balaram went to Mathura, and I'm pretty sure he got married. He spent some time in Mathura. Krishna went now to Dvaraka, because at this time Mathura was transferred to Dvaraka, Krishna's city in the ocean. So Krishna went to Dvaraka, and meanwhile Rukmini, she's in the kingdom of Vidarbha. And ever since Rukmini had heard, she fixed her mind on Krishna. Rukmini was a young princess, very young, and Narada and other rishis used to come and describe Krishna to her. And as soon as she heard about Krishna, she decided, I don't know how long it's going to take, but I will only marry Krishna. Just by hearing about Krishna, she decided, that's it, he's going to be my husband. Just like me. Soon as I started reading about Krishna, I knew this is who I want to follow in this lifetime. Krishna is that powerful. Sometimes I think that in my last life I was Hindu, because I'm so easily attracted to the clothes, to the food, and especially to Krishna. So I think in my last life I was some kind of devotee of Krishna.
You and Mathura.
You think so? I don't know where, but I think I was devotee of Krishna in some form. But even though Rukmini and her parents also wanted her to marry Krishna, Rukmini had one brother. She had several brothers, 4 brothers. The eldest one, Rukmi. And he said, no, my sister should marry this other prince, Shishupal. Shishupal. And Rukmini's father gave in to the eldest son. Even though Rukmini's father, King Bhishmaka, the queen, and everybody else wanted her to marry Krishna, because of Rukmi, they had to give in. So it was settled. She was going to marry Shishupal. Now Rukmini was very smart. She said, I got to do something, because she knew, I don't want to marry this Shishupal. I only want Krishna. So she called a Brahmana, and she gave the Brahmana a message. She wrote a message, and she said to him, go and bring this to Krishna, because my marriage is going to be in very soon. So the Brahmana went and delivered the message to Krishna. And the message said, Krishna, I heard about you, and just by hearing about you, I have dedicated my life to you. Only you can be my husband, nobody else. Only you. And if you don't accept me, then I am prepared to do penances and austerities for 100 births so that I can get you as my husband. My marriage day is the day after tomorrow. If you will accept me, you must come now. Because if you wait, I'm going to be married to Shishupal. So Krishna told the Brahmin, yes, I am also attracted to Rukmini. Sometimes I cannot sleep at night thinking about her. That's called love. He could not sleep. So he told the Brahmin, let's go. So the Brahmin and Krishna got on Krishna's chariot. That night, they arrived. And when they arrived, Rukmini's father put them up in a nice camp. The next day was the wedding day. And so the system was that before the marriage, the girl goes and worships goddess Durga. So Rukmini had actually told Krishna in the letter, that is the time you should come and kidnap me. That'll be the least amount of disturbance, because Rukmini did not want bloodshed. She said, when I'm coming out of the Durga temple, that's when you take me away. So sure enough, when Rukmini came out of the Durga temple, from the corner of her eye, even though she had never seen Krishna, she knew this is Krishna. She knew it. And as soon as she came out, Krishna took his chariot in midst of all, and there were all these princes and kings who had come for the wedding. But Krishna just came, put her on his chariot, and took her away. And it is described that when Rukmini came out of the Durga temple, she was so beautiful that all these big princes and kings fell off their horses. She was that beautiful. They were like stunned at her beauty, that they fell off. Some of them fainted. You cannot imagine how beautiful Rukmini was. Actually, she's Mahalakshmi. That's who she is, Mahalakshmi. The greatest Lakshmi is Rukmini. So, Krishna took her away, and at the wedding, Jarasandha was also there. And he became so angry. Yes, because he thought he had killed him, and now Krishna shows up again. And Jarasandha was friends with Shishupal. They were friends. So Jarasandha thought, maybe I should chase after him, but Jarasandha said, well, why isn't Shishupal chasing after? Shishupal didn't even chase. What a loser. You would think, somebody stole my wife, I should go and rescue her. But Shishupal didn't. So Jarasandha, well, if he's not, why should I? I've already fought him 18 times. But then Rukmini's brother, Rukmi, he told all the Kshatriyas, what? None of you? All right, I'll do it. And if I don't bring back my sister, if I don't defeat Krishna, then I'm giving up my kingdom. So, Rukmi chased after Krishna. Rukmi chased, and so Krishna is driving the chariot, Rukmini is there. So Krishna shoots arrows and kills Rukmi's horses. And Rukmi now is by himself, and Krishna captures Rukmi, and he's about to kill him. And Rukmini says, "No, he's my brother. Can't kill my brother. Please spare him." So Krishna said, "Okay." So Krishna took a sword and he made him look funny. He cut his hair, cut his mustache, made him look weird. So Rukmi had made that promise that he's not going to return. So Rukmi decided to go, and he lived in another place, Bojakata. He was completely humiliated by Krishna. Then Krishna took Rukmini back to Dvaraka and married her in grand fashion, grand style. And everybody in Dvaraka was happy seeing Krishna and Rukmini together. And their first son, his name was Pradyumna. But 10 days after his birth, he was stolen by one demon. Let's chant.
Meeting is here. On the way.
Who's here?